gutters like first. Technically. Give me a second. There we go, okay. Mute that stream there. Huh? Don't talk about my hat. Oh, hey! How's it going, guys? We are live here. See if you guys can... You guys actually, like, see the screen? You can see the Discord screen just fine, or is the OBS on the way? In the way. Yeah, I'm trying to... Damn it. Yeah, okay. Alright, how about now? Can you see it? So it's not in the way. Trying to make it to where I can see the chat without closing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we can just do that. Alright. Is that better? Alright, so that's fine. Well, welcome to another episode of the TheStablesPodcast, guys. I am your host, Stallion, aka Ice Fluffy, the only sexy horse, and of course, the God of Hammers. Once again, here being joined by Bev, the lovely frying pan queen. Say hi, Bev. Hola. And everyone else in the audience. How are you guys doing today? You guys doing okay? Oh, look, it's Kraken. Kraken, welcome. You finally joined. I've been waiting for you, man. By the way, this is not crack that I put up my nose, just letting you know. This is just like the vapor rub. It's like a vapor rub stick. Helps me breathe. Opens up my airways. It is, actually. Like, helps you breathe and opens up your airway. I wish it was crack, dog. I'll be getting good. I wish that it was crack, okay? Asky, how you doing today, man? Doing good? I'm glad you can make it to the podcast, man. You've missed like a couple of them. So we got some very interesting things to talk about today. Okay? But first, we need to get the smallest thing out of the way, and that is Escalation and Gauntlet. Kazakh said not many changes will be coming to them. He's still gonna be talking to his team about it. So until then, I guess the only thing that we can do is, you know, just wait on that. Any thoughts on that? Bev? Indeed. Mm-hmm. Yep. So guys, the mission is next Friday. If Kazakh does show up, we pressure him for more information on Escalations and Gauntlet. That's the mission. That, or we take away the amount of cat picks that he gets. To get rid of Gauntlet if they aren't going to fix it, and Bev is muted for us. Bev, you're muted for them for some reason. Bev? I mean, I can hear you, but I'm not sure if they can. I mean, we can always squeeze out information. All we need is cat pics. Can you guys hear Bev now, or? There's no M tier list that I can find. I can. Okay, so Guard can hear you. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I think. Yeah, man. Why are you not prepared? Oh, I love it. Alright, so you said that they can't hear you on the YouTube side for some reason. Why is that? I mean, it's probably because I have my stream muted, maybe. That's rip. That's a rip. You might have to come to the YouTube side, I mean the Discord side. Maybe. No, I mean talking about Set. That way she can hear you. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm confused. I'm confused. So can you guys, Guard, are you on the YouTube side as well? Can you hear her? Need to make sure. Guard, are you alive? YouTube, so hush hush lol. So you can hear her? I guess that's a yes. Oh man. What is going on? Why can't they hear you? Watching through muted YouTube. Yeah, try that. Maybe I need to allow the audio. Let's see. Hang on. Why is this so difficult? Why is this so difficult? I can hear you. For some reason they can hear you on the YouTube side. Let me see. Audio output capture. Let's call this Discord. Name is already like a fuck. Discord chat. I can't spell chat for some reason. Are you sure?
H-A-T.
Sure it's not cat?
No, cat is C-A-T.
Yeah.
You gotta get good at spelling.
It's not my fault.
Don't blame my frying pans. I haven't had you
now she can hear you. Jesus Christ.
Hey!
Holy moly. Alright, so
that is a he.
We got we got Escalations and Gauntlet out of the way. Okay. So good. No frying pans this time. I said they were banned. Okay, and they're banned. No more.
Love you about that.
No.
Throw all the frying pans at him because I can't do it.
No. Alright, so moving on, we're gonna talk about the weapon progression, because Kazak said that he was working on it, the weapon XP, and he did talk about it a little bit later. Later yesterday. He was trying to figure out how long it should take for a weapon to hit level 60. Which is very interesting because he said from level 50 to 60, it might take a total of 3 or 4 Reforged XPs. So this is probably gonna take a while. I know that for sure.
So probably looking at 6 to 10 to probably 60 then?
Yeah. Because the max level is gonna be 60.
Yeah, so then 6 to 10 would probably be the most accurate.
Yep. And then he said he was going to reveal how much XP it takes for a weapon to get to level 60, but I think I need to give a bunch of context before that. Alright, so he's still kind of thinking about it, and that's what we were talking about yesterday. He's still trying to figure out how much XP it's gonna take for a single weapon to get to level 60. Which is kind of like, I'm hoping it's not that long, but at the same time, I'm hoping it takes like at least, maybe a month or so. That way, I have things to do. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that.
You think like
I think
month?
anything longer, yeah, like about a month, maybe a month and a half at the most, because if you exceed 2 months, then that's just going to be too draggy, and a lot of people are just going to be like, this is pointless to get it up to fucking 60. What are the damn benefits anyway? Like, it's just going to start questioning more, you know?
But like, you also get to level up your talent tree or whatever between those levels. I'm guessing that is some of the benefits as well. My question is, I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna balance the cells and the talent trees at the same time. Because he did not explain any of that yet, so hopefully we get information on that as well. So I am wondering, because if we're gonna be using 2 weapons at the same time, how will the cells affect the other weapon? Which I'm trying to figure out right now.
Well, that's what I was thinking, like, if they do it where you can have separate weapons, it would make more sense to do separate loadouts. So kind of like, because right now we have 20 loadout slots?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so if you take the first 2 loadouts and put them basically together, back to back, you can do 2 separate builds and then just switch between those 2 builds. So they each utilize the different weapon, and they give what it needs to give, because not every cell works for every weapon. So like me, since I would want to run chain blades and axe, because I like axe for the heavy hitter part damage, but chain blades for the speed, I usually run slightly different things on the chain blades than I would run on an axe. So it's like, if I'm going to do that, I would have to figure out the cells for one build to work with both weapons. And there's not many that would complement 2 completely different weapons. And if that's the concept they're going with, then that's going to make it a little more difficult to try and figure out, unless they come out with completely new cells and maybe the Gauntlet updates after the new update drops, or the new system drops, right? So another option that I think Kirby had brought it up was like a fusion of the weapons. So it's like, while you have the weapons to be able to switch between the 2, it'd be nice if you did a fusion so that it auto changes certain cells and abilities and stuff between those weapons, so that you can utilize the best cells in that. So you have an option to switch between cells and outfits. That would be a different thing too. So there's also that option. But that's just what I've heard.
If they're doing an overhaul, I just think there needs to be more of a variety Obviously, they want to stick to their original plan. I guess their original layout. But I think if you're going to adjust things like leveling things up to 60 and all that stuff, because they want to do two things, right? They want to ideally bring OG players back. And for a lot of OG players who's already finished a lot of the content, they want to feel like something is being revitalized in a sense of, hey, I want to experience something new. And having the two loadout stuff, while it's an idea, the downside is we technically already have that. We just swap off every time we go back to Ramsgate, right?
Yeah.
I have build 1, build 2, build 12, all preset, and then, if I want to just go back to town and just swap real quick, that's, to me, having the two loadouts on hand is not as big of an impact to me, I don't think. Because, what's an extra 2 minutes back in town?
Yep.
Right?
But see, my concept and understanding of it, though, is when they bring that in, you're not going to have to do it from a supply crate, like in a hunting ground. You're just going to have to hit a button and it'll auto switch it.
Yeah.
Like, that was my understanding of it.
But the thing is, even if that is the case, I don't think that's as big of an impact to make somebody say, you know what, that's a really cool new feature, as a person that's been playing Dauntless for 1,000 years. Not saying me, but in the mindset of somebody who's been playing Dauntless for 1,000 years, it's not as big of an appeal. Yeah, it's not going to be as big of an appeal, right? Like, how long does it take to drop a crate? How long does it take to swap stuff while you're in it? If you're talking about fusing something together, that's a new play style, that's a new concept, that's something that'll draw OG players in. If you want people to dump more money into the game and put money as an investment to say, hey, I want to revitalize this is a fun new feeling, it's something for me to enjoy and experience, yada yada yada, you really do have to bring a fresh way of doing things. Because I feel like, let's say legendaries aside, right? Legendaries aside, honestly, it just seems a little, the concept of it, while it's good, it doesn't seem as impactful as I would like it to be. If you spent 1,000 reforges, right? Let's say 500 to 1,000 reforges. You've invested a lot of time in there. Now they're taking that away, putting everything up to level 60 or 50, and then they're saying, well, we have bigger, badder monsters. Okay. That's almost the equivalent of running a bunch of, not trials. What the heck is the other one? Gauntlet up to like level 800, right? Because now the legendaries are harder, blah blah blah. Okay, so there is special ways of doing it. Honestly, if I was a developer in this, I would say, if we're gonna do an overhaul and it's gonna take us multiple months, let's start thinking of new weapons to incorporate, whether it's fusion, whether it's throwing Granny Strega at some of these things, whether it's something, but it has to be outside of the norm of what. Yeah, you know what? She wishes the death for all of us, so why not reverse Uno?
Granny Strega.
Yeah, Uno reverse that sucker. But the concept is, you want something that appeals to new Dauntless players, but also brings back a already the original fan base that's already there, right? People who appreciate the game in its originality will stay for the long haul if they can feel like, oh wow, I'm reliving my original excitement. You know what I mean? And so that's why my thought process was, give a fusion thing, right? Give something that may require more teamwork in a, let's say, 4 players versus a behemoth instance. I think that's really important, because without that, things are just going to get stale really quick, even with the new implementations, right? Oh, I could swap between a hammer and an axe with a push of a button.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, that's why I say there needs to be some kind of implementation that they're adding to it that makes it come alive more, you know? Like revitalize the grenades. Strap them onto Granny Strago when you throw her at the behemoths. Like, do something.
Oh my god.
Where... What?
I'm like, oh my god, you and the dang grenades.
Yeah! Listen, I'm still waiting for that freaking aerial strike. You know the one that was supposed to be really, really good, but it turned out to be underwhelming.
Yeah.
That's, honestly, it should be like Helldivers 2, you know, when they have that like big old laser beam that comes out, like that orbital. That's what we need to do. We need to strap that grenade onto Granny Strega, and when you chuck it at her, there's just this big beam of light that hits the behemoth, and it breaks, let's say, 2 to 3 parts. I think that would be really nice.
Well, like, the issue I'm having with this right now is, well, because we have the cells, right? But then they haven't actually told us how the talent tree is going to come into this as well. Because if you have the talent tree and the cells working together, how is it going to be balanced? Where's the balance going to be? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now, because if you have the cells affecting the weapon, right? And then you also have the talent tree affecting the weapon, which one is going to affect the weapon more? How will they work together? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because they haven't given us too much information about that either.
Yeah, because right now, from what it looks like, this talent tree that we have currently, it's not much of a talent tree.
No, this is a Slayer's path.
Yeah, like right now, the Slayer's path is just pretty much, okay, this is what you unlock, that's what you unlock, you get more potions, you get more this, you get more that. It's not much of a talent tree. I don't know how they're going to work that out. You know, there's a lot of different potential I could see, and a lot of styles that they can glean from. You know, I think sometimes it could be an idea of adding new things. I think is the key thing. Having the tree, having the skill tree, sure, I think that's cool, but I think more ways of interacting. Let's say, you know, you're already breaking behemoth parts, right?
Yep.
I think it'd be interesting if you have these legendaries drop, you know how they have those epic shards?
Yeah.
Right? What if those epic shards, junk the epic shards. If we're having legendaries, have legendaries drop legendary shards that you can socket into your armor piece to give it more of a boost, right? Whether it's part break, whether it's stagger, whether it's, I don't know, if you want to be out there like wound damage or something that allows you to upgrade your armor. I think that's a big thing. And yeah, just something that's outside of what we already have.
Okay, so this is interesting. Right here, Kazakh said, well, somebody said still blocked by talents, and then Kazakh said talents are not required to level your weapon. It's the other way around. You need weapon level to craft the talents. So I'm guessing talents is not really gonna get in the way of the weapon cells then.
So you have to level up your weapons in order to get talents.
Yep.
In order to move and expand in the tree.
Yep. So you can pretty much just level up your weapon to level 60 freely, I guess, without, the cells getting in the way of that.
So then my question would be, what is so good in the talents that would make a person want to grind that out? Because at the same time, it's like, unless it's something game-changing.
I'm guessing it's like buffs. I'm guessing it's like elemental damage. You get like small amount of buffs because of the talents.
I don't know. If the talent increases grenade ability stuff, I'm all for it.
No grenades for you, man.
Always grenades.
No, you get no grenades.
Strap all the elemental grenades onto Granny Strega as you throw her.
Oh my god. Speaking of, I got a meme for that. Hang on, let me just
You really?
Why
I got something like that.
I see Granny Strada, dude. What did she ever do to you? Come on.
Did you not see the original interaction when she sends you in to kill Behemoth? She's like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna die. Actually, I was rooting for you to win the whole time." I was like, "Bruh."
Where is it? Let me see.
Okay, that is not what she says. She goes, "What? You lived?"
I have it here somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. That means the expectation was I was gonna die.
This is Kirby right now.
Where is it?
Yeah, I got you. This is you right now.
Where is it?
Look in the chat for the voice chat.
What the heck? I don't know.
Oh my god.
This is you right now.
Literally kills an old lady.
Yes. Yes.
Literally kills an old lady.
That's you right now.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Except I want to strap the grenades onto Granny. Because think about it, right? I think one of the benefits of Granny Strega is that she allows you to craft potions, right? Pot crafting. That's always important. If there's a way, I think what makes it even better is if there is a way that there are debuff potions, right? Right now everybody's using Catalyst. Right now everybody's using Catalyst and spamming pots to beef themselves up before they go swinging. I think it'll be interesting and more interaction if there's a way that her tonics has a debuffing stat that affects behemoths for a limited time. Right? Let's say somebody doesn't use Catalyst. It opens up their slots to do more things. Right? It opens up more sell opportunities for them to do that, and they can add to the team fight by throwing debuff potions. Because if we're getting away from grenades, we at least have to throw something. You know? Grenades damage behemoths, but if everybody's swinging and staggering and wounding, I think debuff potions is an option.
I guess Gardner also likes it. But I mean,
of course, it's a great idea.
I think that's just like amps, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I think it's amps.
True.
Yeah. Like, my thing is, like, if they're gonna do that, they probably should put it in the lantern instead of the actual tonics themselves.
Well, my main issue is it seems like as we're getting more and more into all these different updates, what's getting left behind mainly? Grenades, pylons.
I mean, now, there's a lot that's going to be left behind.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that's going to be left behind.
Because they're also going to remove some of the neutral weapons and put them in other elements.
Yeah, and I think
the weapons are basically just transferring over to whatever element that behemoth's becoming. So, I mean, that's not a big change. That's not something new.
It will indeed be bigger with a short duration, yeah. Like I said, we can actually level up freely, and we won't actually be bothered by the talent tree. I'm guessing the talent tree is just gonna be like extra buffs, kind of like amps, but without the amps, basically, that we can use in the hunting grounds or whatever. So in a way, that's kind of nice. So I guess that's a win in a way.
I think if the talent tree has a fusion towards the end of that tree, that would be worth unlocking. Like outside of the buffs and all that, because you follow the same swing patterns for every weapon. If there's a way for you to unlock new things in that sense, I would totally go for that. Like, this tree, if you go to wherever, unlocks a cannon that you can use, unlocks like a bow and arrow that you can use, unlocks some crazy, whatever. I would say that's worth it. Yeah, hand cannon. A hand cannon. If you fuse the hammer and the pistols, the Ostian repeaters, you know what you get? You get the Mega Man hand cannon. That's what you would get.
Oh man.
You popping out big old cannonballs that stagger. How dope would that be?
That's molten
So
edict,
what in the world would replace a bow and arrow?
What would replace a bow and arrow? Wishful thinking.
I mean, you don't have to replace it. You can just add it. They added 21 new weapons. So they added 7 more new weapons already. So
when did they add 7? What do you mean 7 new weapons?
Yeah, we're gonna get 7 new weapons. We're gonna have 21 in total.
Okay, question: is it still gonna be a hammer? Is it still gonna be a sword?
It's not like.
Is it still?
I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be like an actual new weapon. It's gonna be like very.
That's what I want, though. I want a new weapon where I'm learning something new. Right? I don't want to do the same button mashing as I've done before. I'm sure people who have reforged a bunch of times want something slightly different.
Well said,
Kirby,
maybe that's why you don't do drugs.
I mean, this is literally because I don't want to, spam the same thing. I don't want to do like, oh, if I'm using hammer, I'm going to do this because I haven't reforged 1,000 times yet. I want something like a new boomerang. I want a new hand cannon. I want something that makes me go, you know what? I'm going to purchase platinum to get a new skin for this new weapon because it feels different this time.
I mean, Kazak already said we're getting shotguns. So.
What shotguns?
Yeah, you didn't hear? We're getting repeater shotguns.
Repeater shotguns?
Yeah.
You still got to be point blank?
I mean, yeah. And that's what pew-pews do.
I don't know.
You gotta be close.
I still think if you do like a hand cannon, I would be more into that. If you get a boomerang, I would be more into that.
Yeah. Boomerang would
Whatever happened to the concept? Because I remember there was one update they were saying they were going to bring bow and arrows. They even had released the concept of it, but it was never released in the game.
No, it's just the concept art.
Well, they need to turn that concept into reality. I mean, they have so much time to do an overhaul. Why don't they overhaul a brand new weapon in here? At least 2.
I mean, they are. The bow is rumored. Well, it's not rumored, it's confirmed. But I'm not sure we're gonna get it on this update though. Probably later on.
I still think boomerang should be a thing and a hand cannon because the repeaters are very underwhelming.
They are.
The shotgun might try to think about it, right? If you got the twin suns, you're doing grenade lobbing, which replaces the grenades, right?
Yep.
I think it should be where you can kind of have a way where
Monster Hunter board, yeah.
You know what would be pretty dope?
A Granny Strega launcher?
Granny Strega launcher is another one, but no, I was gonna say, if you're not gonna use the grenades as they ought to be, there should be a way for you to fuse Ostian repeaters with the grenades that he sells. In a sense of you're using the pistols, like a grenade launcher or something where it just involves utilizing the grenades. Because right now they're a waste of space, they're a waste of the Slayer tree, they're a waste of honestly even looking at. They're a waste of menu space right now.
You can
when's the last time somebody threw a grenade other than getting concussion grenade because they don't know the timing of their weapon?
They can make like a grenade launcher, like an M32 rotary grenade launcher, and then you can switch between what element of grenade you want.
Honestly, I think there should be a bar where you can, similar to the axe but with Ostian repeaters, where you chuck both the repeaters on the ground and all of a sudden you get this big old turret that comes out. and then you just start rolling a Gatling gun at the behemoths
Yeah.
for, let's say, for 10 seconds, or maybe 5 seconds, and then it turns back into repeaters. I think that would be set up.
True. Anyway, back to the weapon thing. Kazakh said that from level 50 to level 60, you get 10% more power, while level 50 is the last required to unlock all the talents. So after level 50, there will be no more talents. So I'm guessing that's the equivalent of hitting, level 50 reforges, and there will be no more banner after that. So that's not bad actually.
So then what's the perks of taking it from 50 to 60?
I'm guessing flex. Well, actually, yeah, it's the purpose for 50 to 60, you get 10% more power to the weapon.
I'm too lazy to flex.
Yeah. So it's not just flex, you get 10% more power to the weapon. That's what he said.
Does he watch our podcast? Because I think we give amazing suggestions, and I think you should send it to him.
I did try to get him into the podcast. Yes, Bao said, this is what we need right here. Yes, you should send that in the boys chat for the podcast so that Kirby can see that.
Yeah.
You'll fall in love with that. That is what we need. We need like a machine gun turret that launches grenades.
Oh, absolutely. Machine gun turret that launches the grenades and doesn't decrease damage the further you get.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the behemoths, because I'm thinking about it this way, right?
Yep.
If we have behemoths that have those mini shooters, they get they get those extra little mini monsters, the little grucks and craps. If they can have those extras, then you can essentially turn it to, hey, some people will focus on the big behemoths, and then you got the long-range shooters taking out the small fries. Then it becomes more of a team effort, right?
It does. Yep.
I think that would be cool. Just extra variety.
Yeah, we do need more variety in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Casa gave us
Funny
this little
you
island
say
thing.
that.
Huh?
I was gonna say it's funny that Kirby says that when he still hasn't even gotten 10 reforges on every weapon.
Whoa, let's not talk about that.
Really, Kirby?
Why
you played another game more than Dauntless?
Why are you putting me on blast like this? I thought we were talking about Dauntless, not Kirby Pooh's Reforges.
Well, now we're talking. This is an intervention, Kirby.
This is not.
This is an intervention.
This is...
You need to get your reforges in.
Goodness gracious.
Before they remove it.
Oh yeah, let me work really hard before they invalidate my hard work by removing it.
I mean, yeah. That's what we do.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Matter
of fact, let me go for the 1,000 before they change everything.
It's for the flex,
So
man.
if they're keeping the number for the reforges just because they want to please you, but if they're keeping that number, what are they turning the reforge into? Is it just going to be like XP toward the weapon?
Yep. Damn, it's raining really hard right now. If I lose power and the live stream ends, that is why. It is raining like hell right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab food, so I'm actually hop off the
No, you can't
speaker
leave.
thing. I'll be in the audience.
Alright, bring me some.
Alright, will do. Talk to you out of it.
Yep. But yeah, like I was
He's not
saying...
He's not going to bring you food. He's not going to bring you.
Man, I'm hungry. You need to bring me some food. All I've been getting fed is frying pans from Bowset.
I love
cool,
that.
man. Not cool.
He does the
Banned.
frying pan for me.
Frying pans are banned.
Never.
Yes. Hey, sup,
No.
Steven? Yes, you finally met alive. How you doing, man? How you doing today, Steven? Or Stefan? Sorry if I butchered your name.
He can't read
Yeah.
or speak
Yes, you can.
or spell.
Yep. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, from 50 to 60, you get a 10% boost to your attack power. I'm guessing that's what Kazakh meant. which is actually pretty good because if the talent trees end at 50, we're gonna need something else to grind for level 60. Good, on my way to Repticon. What is that? What's Repticon? What is Repticon? Oh yeah, Casa gave us this little glimpse of, I'm guessing it's gonna be a new island, but it looks like Paradox breaks. Kinda looks like Paradox breaks. Maybe there's gonna be a new behemoth here, I'm guessing. Let's see, he also gave us the name for the next behemoth that he's gonna reveal, which is Nota. Nota, I think it's gonna be the Skarn. Or something like that.
The legendary Skarn.
I think so. Slowpoke, I assume reptiles. A big reptile, oh okay, big reptile show. Nice. Nice. I like reptiles, reptiles are awesome.
That's what reptile you're talking about. If you're talking about penguins stuff, some of it's creepy.
Oh, I was about to say penguins aren't reptiles. I like snakes.
He's got a little bit of everything. He's got snakes and stuff, yeah. Some of them are creepy.
Oh yeah, this is another thing. Kazak was talking about removal of normalization on trials, as it was intended to prevent players from losing days, weeks for trials when they reforge. I'm guessing they're no longer gonna normalize trials.
Yeah, that would be understandable because since there's not going to be any more reforges, then there's no need to really normalize it.
Yep.
But now what's going to be the new baseline for trials?
It's probably going to be level 20 for a trial, maybe.
Probably not if the weapons go all the way up to 60.
Yep, and then he says he doesn't expect people to reach level 30 close in one day unless you're a serious reforger, which I will. I'll probably reach that in less than a day. Who knows? Oh, he also said, let's see here. Somebody asked, Random asked him also if the amount of XP will be quite a lot. Can we expect a raise on the Behemoth XP? Level cap, right now the max XP per Behemoth cap is out at 5 levels. And then Kazak said, don't expect a raise on Behemoth XP. XP source will change a lot. The XP item will give multiple Behemoth worth of XP, and they will be stores on several places on the game. Seasonal game modes, bounties, etc. This is both a way for you to play with the weapon you want and farm XP to use in another weapon, and a way for players to farm in advance for the seasoned weapon. So we're getting XP items. Nice. So in a way, this is like the XP buffs on the talent tree, but we're getting an actual item to, help us with the XP.
I wonder if that's going to come from that new NPC that they're adding in there.
I think so. But they said it's going to be scattered all around the island, so, game modes. We'll probably get it from pretty much playing every game mode, I guess. Are you guys having a war in the chat? They're over there having a war. Give a second. Good menace. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. Do we have a problem? That's right, we're going to war. We're going to war in the chat. Alright, any other, do you have any concerns, Beb? Man, it is
just
boring.
the fact that it keeps leaving with more questions than answers,
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of questions. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot of more questions later on too, because there's still a lot of information that we need. But for now, we're only gonna be focusing on pretty much what we know. I'm still wondering how they're gonna do the shotguns, because he said that we're getting shotgun, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a repeater attachment. But hopefully, it's an actual shotgun, so we'll have to see. Do you have any questions,
If
Ben?
it's just a repeater attachment, then that's not bringing a new weapon into game. So they can't say they're bringing in a new weapon to game.
Well, they're not particularly new weapons. They're just new variations of those weapons. Because I know we're getting 3 new hammers. So 3 new variations of hammers. I know we're getting that. Yeah. But what are your thoughts on this, though? Because I want to know.
I'm still curious about how exactly they're going to do the whole thing with running 2 weapons. You know, because there's an easy way to mess it up and an easy way to make it awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And with the weapon talent trees, it's an interesting concept, but it's like, what's going to be required? Because I know when we were looking at it, it did show a bunch of different currencies, and now they're talking about it only being 1 currency, and now they're talking about it being maybe multiple currencies.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a confusion on what exactly it's going to cost for those trees.
Yep.
And then, like, I know they're trying to make it more grindy and make it more player interactive.
Yep.
But, like, if you're used to running things solo, because some things for, like, the Behemoth Mastery or certain rewards and stuff require, like, I know some missions was you have to, like, for rumors, for dyes and stuff like that, like, they had a 1 quest or so in there where you had to do something solo.
Yeah.
It makes it more complicated. Like, if you're focusing on more things like that, are those going to change for newer players when they come in? And then, like, also the questions arise of, like, for veteran players, we always get compensated every time they do something like this. So whatever they take out, they compensate us for whatever it is.
Yep.
But being the OCD little crazy shit I am, want to know exactly what the hell I'm going to be compensated, because I need to know what I got to fucking work toward.
Well, here where they answered this yesterday. Everything that we have right now, all the materials that we have right now, are pretty much going to be transferred over. So that way you don't have to farm them again. What you're going to have to worry about is just the new things that are going to come out. That's what you have to worry about.
Yeah, but for the conversion, I'm talking about the Reforge XP. Because if it's going straight into weapon XP, that's going to max a few players that have thousands of Reforges on each weapon or anything like that. Like, that's going to instantly max them. It's not going to do much of an effect. So what more are they going to do for that purpose? Like, because if it only requires weapon XP to do the tree, plus the possibility of a currency, because they're still iffy with that, it's like, how hard is it going to be to get those pieces? How hard is it going to be able to run that stuff? And then doing the legendary hunts where you can actually isolate it to just an event off the map, like, that's a nice concept. But then it also brings back the, is it easy to be soloed once your weapon's maxed?
I mean,
so it might just kind of leave less for the veterans to do, seems like my concern.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. Because it's gonna take like a long time for us to even max the weapon out. That's what Casa was talking about yesterday. He was trying to figure out a time length of, you know, well, he was asking us what we think, you know, the proper time length should be. Honestly, I said 2.5 months to max out 1 weapon. That was my opinion. But knowing me and other Reforgers, I know we'll probably hit that in like less than 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a number of total XP needed to reach level 60? We don't have a number yet run. So that's what Kazak is trying to figure out right now. And he's going to talk about it with his team. Why worry about materials? I mean, we're going to need it later on for the new stuff. So yeah, that's why materials are important. I don't think we're going to be able to trade materials anytime soon. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Like, my thing right now, the Reforges is like each one required like 3,000 something points to Reforge, and it just got harder to get the Reforges the higher you went up, because the Behemoths got a little harder.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they're gonna do a weapons level, my understanding of level based on like how leveling works for characters and other weapons and stuff in other games it's like they usually take the base of the lowest and then times it by 2 for level 2, and then times it by 3 for level 3. So you're constantly having to get more XP requirement. And I'm wondering if that's something that they're going to possibly do in the game too, or if they're just going to keep it at, oh, you're just going to start over and get the basis of like 15,000 points or something.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some math on that. Man, it is thundering here. Where the hell did this storm come from? It was sunny like a second ago.
It's my frying pan god. I sent him your way.
No.
Because I'm not allowed to hit you.
Stop it. No more frying pan. So yeah, he did give us a little concept of the island, which I already talked about. It's a small island. Looks like Paradox breaks, but we'll have to see what he does with that. And he's gonna give us more info.
And there's no new island release for after Blazeworks, right?
I'm not sure. I think he said Blazeworks is still gonna be the last island.
Last one. So it's just gonna be branches off of the top ones above Paradox breaks for the legendaries.
Yeah. Holy shit. Can you hear the thunder?
Yes, I can.
Jesus Christ, where the fuck did this come from? It was literally sunny like a second ago.
I told you, I sent it to you.
How could you? How could you do this to me?
We were supposed to have a storm here, and I was like, no, go visit Hans. Man. And then it went away, and it's all sunny and blue skies over here now.
Yep. Alright, so somebody asked, buy 2 to 3 weapons per season. What is considered to be a season's span? Is it like Gauntlet season of 6 weeks or more? And he said full season is 12 weeks. So 12 weeks will conclude one season, I guess, for the weapons.
Is that what it is right now, or what is it right now?
For Gauntlet, it's 6 weeks.
Oh, so they're upping it times 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what else he says. No spider behemoth. Somebody actually asked that. Whoa. Alright. The power almost went out already. Let's see. Scoping precise. Going with T. No. Weapon passive. Active ability. Special abilities. We already talked about that yesterday. Alright, so another thing I want to go ahead and talk about is pretty much guild management and adding a guild activity tracker so that we can combat leeching. Yeah. But I asked him that. He said it's not in the plans right now, but he's definitely considering it. So that's actually a pretty good thing. I'm glad that he's going to talk about that with his team so that we can finally do something about leeching, because leeching is getting pretty annoying right now.
Yeah.
Yep. I also asked them if we're getting like the ability to see an actual inventory of how many materials we have. And he said no inventory right now, but you can still see the parts in the talent craft screen. Alright, Ron. I'll see you later, mate.
In the talent crafting screen?
Yeah, so there's going to be a talent craft screen later on. Let's see. Oh, this is perfect. This is what you were asking. So it says, if my inventory will be carried over 1-1 ratio, and I will empty that out, progression will be expensive. And then he said, definitely balancing with average players in mind. I expect long-time experienced players to be able to probably craft everything, / almost everything with their assisting parts, but 21 weapons plus all armor will sink a lot of them, if not all. Yeah, so everything will be transferred over, pretty much.
Okay, I'm sorry, he said armor?
Yeah, because we also gotta worry about the armors.
I thought we weren't getting armors, and that was confirmed for the legendaries.
Well, I mean, it's also for like, the all armor pretty much. So you don't really have to worry about the all armor if you really have the materials for it. But if you're a new player, yeah, you have to worry about it. And then
So that's not specific for veterans. It's just like whatever the new weapons are that they have to craft.
yeah, so you only gotta worry about the new weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Then he says, existing parts will introduce some new parts too, but all existing parts will be useful. So we'll still be able to use our existing parts. Legacy drops. Only get the new drops. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Florida weather sucks, man. For real. Oh, we got a new member. Oh, you good? You good, man?
Go rob him. Go rob him.
Let me do this real quick. What was his name? Gotten. I'm gonna rob him for his wallet.
It's Gutton Odely.
We could use the money, okay?
You can use the money because you're the one who spends money on Discord.
No, but we can use it as a team, you know, for college. Do you want the pants?
No, take all of his clothes. Leave him naked in his birthday suit.
And Bev wants your clothes. There we go. Frying pan emoji. Gone emoji. Man, we're robbing this, you remember? Yeah, so like, he's gonna think about guild management stuff, which is actually pretty cool. Because I've been wanting some guild management stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
This leeching is a really, really big problem right now. Which, by the way, I'm gonna start cleaning house pretty soon.
I saw your post. So, in reference to that, like, in the meantime, while they're figuring out ways how to implement those and, like, make it more statistic-wise so you could see, like, how long a player's been on, what they've done for levels in Gauntlet, things like that, to know, like, if they're actually active or just leeching. I would say right now it'd be just up to you to have someone in each time zone that's on all the time as leader.
Oh, you're
that can monitor the guild. Yeah, that can monitor the guild and just be like, this person hasn't been on or whatever.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna create a channel. It's gonna be basically like an attendance channel. Anyone who's active just puts their IGN on that channel. That way I know who I keep and who I need to kick. Because really, I just want to, you know, kick the people who haven't been on for like ever. You know.
I can help you with that.
Yeah. I got a lot of them in there. But yeah,
I'm like, I can give you 2 names.
To also make it fair, I made a system where our casuals, you know, if they want to do Gauntlet and get Crest, they can pretty much get an 8-hour pass for the guild, where for 8 hours we can help you, you know, get your Crest, but you can also help us push Gauntlet rounds, basically.
Yeah.
So that's fair. Yeah, that way there's no.
And they don't lose the tokens if they leave the guild, right?
No.
They don't lose the tokens if they leave the guild?
No, they still have the tokens.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard thunder again.
Yeah, I know, it's getting like really thunderous here. I'll probably have to end the stream soon. I almost lost power already. But yeah, that is pretty much what Kazakh said about that. Let's see, we talked about the island, the little island that he already showed. It looks like Paradox breaks. I think it's gonna be like part of a new behemoth. Probably it's probably gonna be Nota, but we already have the Skarn already. Wait, do we have?
Because what are they called? Aether.
It's gonna be Radiant Skarn, I think.
Yeah, but the new islands. They're what, Aether
Charge Islands.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know in one of their last update releases that they said that they were going to do one for each island, going all the way up, starting from Paradox Breaks. So they've already finished the concept for Paradox Breaks, and that's what he released, or what?
I think so. That was just a concept art that Julio did. Julio's another dev. Yeah. So not a whole lot of information on that, but I'll definitely ask him next Friday. Kazakh,
I want to get Kazakh in here sometime.
What do you mean?
Make him talk.
Yeah.
Pull him up in here and be like, talk. Give us information.
I already invited him. He already said that after the update drops, he's gonna join us in the server. So that's actually pretty cool of him. And I already extended the invitation to the podcast. He said he'll think about it. But it's okay if he doesn't join, because I know that, they're under NDA, so they can't really say much. So
no, but you can come in here after the update and provide information that we have questions on, like how to do this, how to do that. Like what's things like that, especially for newer people that come that don't really know how to play, and they're kind of lost and confused, and like they read the information of how to do it and they're like, I don't get this.
But that's what I was saying.
That was me when I first started playing Dauntless. I was lost as fuck.
That's what I was saying, though. The information that he might be able to share might be limited. Well, so, yeah. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see what else we got here. We talked about Escalations. We talked about Gauntlet, which wasn't really much. We're still waiting on the changes. I'll ask him again next Friday to see what he has on those. So he said that, like I was saying earlier, for the XP to get to level 60, it's gonna be about 3 reforges or so. So that's a lot of XP. Yeah, but I'm guessing that's not confirmed. That's just him making estimates.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. It's actually pretty nice because, I don't want anything to take a couple of seconds, And that's pretty much all we have.
Yeah, so somewhere from between 6 to 10 reforges would be more accurate to level 60,
Yeah.
So that would be more realistic. So yeah, that'd be about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, depending on how quickly you can get those levels in.
Yep. And then Kentar asked him for better character customization, and he says for the future, yes. So we're getting, in the future, we're getting better we're getting character customization. Yep. He also said, although one can say that the new loadouts is already improving character customization, so we're getting new loadouts as well.
Yay!
Yeah, that answers your question earlier.
Yep, I need more.
Yep, we need more loadouts.
I probably need at least 25 more, and then I'll be happy.
25? Why?
Because my OCD. I have to have at least one loadout for every legendary element for each weapon. And then a couple of extras just for miscellaneous builds for trials and heroic.
I don't think they can copy Code Vein about it. Like how to get rewards. Okay, so somebody asks, can we expect cosmetic rewards or rumors from legend hunts, like how Kaltuga rewards us with the Zagated Die rumor? He said goal is to be place where you test your skill and get rewarded with materials that helps your progression, e.g. parts required for talent crafting, better overall parts for the talent, and XP items. Okay. No, don't agree.
No?
That's a no, but it might not be a permanent no.
It might just be something that they haven't discussed yet because that's their focus right now is the part drop.
Pretty much, because I know there's still a lot of things under discussion.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's pretty much all we have for today, to be honest. It was quite a lot, actually.
It was.
Yeah, so I'm actually quite excited. For the loadout thing, I don't think it's gonna be like 2 different loadouts for a weapon. It's definitely gonna be one loadout for both weapons.
Well, and that's just going to involve me having to use stuff I never used on chain blades. Like, I normally don't use weighted strikes on chain blades.
Mhm.
If I do, it's only a +3. But I use the full +6 weighted strikes on axe.
Yep.
So,
Next Friday, I am definitely going to ask him how he plans to balance that out. Because we do need to know that information. But at least now we know that the talent tree is not gonna affect the weapons as much when it comes to cells. So really, we only have to worry about the cells themselves. So, yeah. Weighted is necessary on CBs for interrupt. Yeah, that is true. Weighted strikes is a pretty cool cell. Oh.
yeah, because especially like with the fact that you're running 2 different weapons, and if you're running 2 different legendaries, then that's going to make it a little more complicated to be like, well, you know, if I'm running 2 different legendaries and they each have their own bond, their own mod, their own cells that you could put in for the randoms, right? It's like, how's that going to work if they do like a fusion? Because, you know, those mods and those cells, like,
Yeah.
For me, it would make more sense to do a double loadout, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
That's all we have for today. I'll go ahead and finish the live stream here. Beth, do you have any conclusion thoughts?
I just want more answers. I'm gonna attack
Me too.
Kazakh.
We need to
Kitties.
like send him so many pictures of cats on Friday.
I
So he gets
posted
it.
10 of them in the pet pic, and I put specifically that they were for him, and
You have to do it
said
in
it was
general
from
chat.
Hans Cult. No, I did it in pet pics because there was 10 of them. I didn't want to spam fucking general.
Yeah, you can.
And then I got yelled at because Cormac told me to do it in general, and then some guy's like, no, you keep them here.
Yeah, you can once Kasef shows up. Other than that, you can either, if it's not there, then no, yeah, you can't spam it. But if it's there, yeah, you can. Well, guess that's it for the stream. Thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you anybody for watching on the YouTube side as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, comment, share to the channel. And since we have the name of the next behemoth the Kazakh is gonna reveal, which is Nota, I'm gonna wait to make the video on that, because we do need the lore. Bev, you have any closing things to say? Any Instagrams to drop?
I do not.
No Instagram.
Just like and subscribe to your channel. No, I don't. I don't have Instagram. So just go ahead and like and subscribe to his channel and join our server if you want help in anything. A lot of us are veterans in there.
Indeed, indeed. And don't forget to subscribe to my OnlyFans. I sell fans of any type. We got ceiling fans, we got house fans, right? Bev also has an OnlyPans. She sells pans. Okay.
Sell frying pan.
She sells frying pans. So yeah, thank you all for watching, alright? And I will see you guys next time. Alright, peace.